All right, guys. Fuller coming to you with another little commentary. Yeah, you really can't make the shit up. What I'm about to say. That I'm about to go over. I mean, you really can't make this up. Um, yeah, man. I don't know what she thinks, what the hell she thinks this is, but let's go ahead and see what she thinks this is.
Not gonna waste any time here. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Look at you. You look like you ready. I like that. What's your name, baby?
I'm Deb. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
Deborah.
So I believe it's like a matchmaking thing, like an Instagram matchmaking where they like match each other up. I guess she's a matchmaker. So let's see what let's see how it unfolds.
But you can call me Deb.
Deb. Deb, where you calling us from?
From Florida.
Florida in the Bills. How old are you?
I'm 29.
You can tell that like just by looking at her and by looking at her talk, she's been damaged. You can just tell. Like some people, you can just tell that like something is definitely like something is not right. You can just tell right off top. By just the way she talks, the way she carry herself.
And I'm about to be 30 in a week.
Happy birthday on the way.
Thank you.
So you're a Libra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is Deb, Florida, 29, is a Libra. What do you do for a living, boo?
I'm a digital entrepreneur. And I'm a brand building coach. So I help people build their brand. I also show people different sources of income through their phones, their computers, their tablets. And yeah, I'm a digital entrepreneur.
I love it. Okay, you have any kids?
I have 2 daughters. I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Okay, you just heard that, right? Just heard it. She's not even she's 1 year out and she's trying to go hit the dating market. 1 year out and she's, thinking that, oh, no problem. I can just go get a man right now. I can just go get the type of man I want right now. Let's listen.
Said all of that, and now you at least
married?
No, we
Florida, 29.
So I help people build their brand, and yeah, I'm a digital entrepreneur.
I love it. Okay.
Without having a baby.
Same dad?
Yes.
Okay, was you once married?
No,
Yeah, I mean that's the mistake that's what they do all the time. Unfortunately, in the West, the institution of marriage has became one of two things. One, social media, like just presenting it on social media for everybody to see, for everybody to ooh and ah, and things like that. Two, a means for a woman to suck a man dry, basically. That's why I say you should get a civil marriage,
Our first daughter, we had 3 months into us talking.
You heard that too, right? Only 3 months in, and she had a daughter. 3 months in. So what I think is she's probably one of those types that was like, she probably was one of those types that was very like clingy, very protective, and felt that, okay, if I have a kid with this dude, I can get him stuck. Only 3 months into the relationship, already having a kid.
And the second daughter I had with him, we weren't even together. We just were still messing around a month in because I wanted another kid, but I.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And she thinks this is okay, and she thinks this is normal, judging by how she's talking and judging by how she's looking. She thinks everything is all good. You hear this, right? And you see how she said she wanted another kid, but she didn't want they weren't together. Do you think about the kid? What the kid is gonna go through? Having a broken home? Do you think about that? Like, why would you want another kid if you're not intending on being with the person that you're having the kid with? Please make that make sense.
Want another kid father, so I was like, we need to have another baby now. And thank you, everyone.
Do you see the crazy decisions they make in their 20s? She said, why do you need to mess up another?
So it was by your child's father you already had your 4-year-old child with, but you knew you guys weren't going to be together. Okay. So that's a lot, honey. That's a lot. But I mean, at least we got one baby daddy, I guess, right? But a new guy has to be willing to date you with a 1-year-old.
And hopefully a new guy won't be willing to date her with the 1-year-old, and hopefully a new guy will not simp in order to date her with a 1-year-old. Hopefully a new guy will value himself so much that he'll be like, hell no, you got me all the way effed up. I'm not dating you with a 1-year-old. You're still active. Hopefully a new guy will take that stance. Hopefully. But with these simps out here, you never know. Because there was a simp who married a former cult member, and he's now taking care of another woman's kid or another man's kid.
Okay, so let's get into it. This is Deb in Florida, 29. She's a Libra. She'll be 30 next week. She's a digital entrepreneur. 2 children. Okay, so what kind of guy are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone that has their own business, has their own thing going on. And
okay, so if a dude is, like, for example, working for a law firm and making 6 figures but not necessarily having his own business, that's not good enough. So if a dude is like, let's just say a dude is a damn what's a good occupation? What's another occupation I could say? If a dude's a teacher, that's not good enough. If a dude's a computer programmer, that's not good enough. He has to have his own business.
And all of that. Someone that isn't insecure and thinks that I'm still messing with him or anything like that.
Which she still is. Don't get it like twisted. I mean, I believe she's living with the guy. She's still getting her back blown out by him, you know. Don't get it twisted for a minute. You know, she's still, you can tell. That's why she looks the way she looks, and that's why she's talking the way she's talking. You know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but she borderline looks insane.
They're just literally the best co-parents. I think we became friends after the breakup.
I used to pay $163 every month for car insurance. Now, check out how much I'm paying. $24.
During the breakup, because I was pregnant, so my entire pregnancy we spent working on our friendship and our co-parenting. And it just works because we help each other with raising them and doing everything. He goes on dates, he does his thing. I haven't dated anyone in 2 years.
Well, the thing is that with a man, since he probably has like the resources and stuff like that, he can date, you know, even with the kids, he can date. Her, on the other hand, cannot do that. You know, or she can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult for her. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, she's 2 kids in. So it's going to be harder for her to do what he's doing.
So we broke up November of 2019. So, yeah.
When was the last time you 2 were intimate?
Months ago. Like, maybe like 8-9 months ago.
I think that's cap though. I think it was. Sooner than that. You have to understand if they're living together, they're gonna be intimate. You know, he's still gonna be like, yo, you know what I mean? What's good? And she's still gonna have her needs too. So I think that's cap.
So that's not 2 years ago.
No, but
so after you had the baby, you guys have been intimate since?
Yeah, like twice or three times.
Twice or three times. You haven't dated anybody outside of him? Mm-hmm. So you haven't had sex with anybody since him?
No.
So that's good, but if I was a guy, I would be concerned because you're still kind of attached to this guy.
Exactly. What kind of response?
Facts. Like, I mean, I think what it comes down to with her is that she's stigmatized by this dude. No, I'm not sure if this dude's a Ray Ray or a Pookie or a Terrell. I don't know what type of dude he is. I'm not gonna like make any judgment on him, but I mean, obviously, you know, there is an attachment. There is a her having a need to still give this guy the time of day, you know. So I guess, you know, he has good swipe, and she's still, you know, she's still having that is better than being completely alone, I guess, in her eyes.
Responsible man with his own business will tolerate this. You're living with your baby daddy. Y'all still messing around. Just not this month or the last couple of months, but that's according to you. Because you still live together and y'all got these babies going on, it could happen at any time.
You don't think so?
No, because it's just, I think my fear is more, I have 2 daughters. So I'm not going to bring just any man. Like, if you go on my profile, I have a lot of men that reach out to me on a regular basis. It's just, my fear is I have 2.
And those men are simps, you know, like, that's the thing. And those men, unfortunately, don't mind being catfished either, because I can guarantee you that, you know, the reason why she's talking the way she's talking is because she's a McNugget, you know. So that's why, you know, you see this part of her rather than like the, you know, the full picture. So this is why, you know, she's talking in this such way. So with that being said, I think that that's why she is also fearful, is that, you know, her profile pictures, now granted, I haven't seen her Instagram, her profile pictures just probably show selfies of the upper body and not even the full upper body. So and she probably has her face all dolled up. So this is why men contact her, because she's doing this, you know, in a way, catfishing, because she knows what time it is, you know. And these men contacting are weak simps, by the way.
Girl, so my biggest requirement is they have to be a dad, a girl dad, because I'm not gonna date a guy with boys, just because I don't want to have, you know, like, I don't know. I've been through a lot of men, so I just don't want to bring. But I want.
She put herself through a lot of stuff with men. You know, that's why she's in the situation she's in now. Now, does she actually think that a guy is going to want to be a girl dad? You know, especially a guy who has no kids? Do you think that's something he's going to want to sign up for? Do you think he's going to want to have to give his hard-earned resources to kids that aren't his? Knowing that if he tells the girl something, they're not going to listen to him. If you're a guy and you don't have no kids, you deserve a clean slate. You don't deserve this, what she's offering.
To like be with like start something with someone, because I don't want to be single forever. I'm about to be 30. Like I want to.
I get that.
Now, I agree with her 100% on that. Do you know how many people got their kids messed up right now just because they allow access to the wrong people? It could be the stepdad or his kids. And this is not just happening to girls. It happens to boys too. And then some parents, they don't find out until 10, 20 years later. Or you have some that find out about it, they don't do anything about it.
I agree. I do agree. But at the same time, woman, you're 2 kids in already. What if he wants more kids?
So I do agree with her there. She wants to protect her daughters. At the same time, she doesn't want to be alone. But you should have thought about this before you decided to have a baby with a stranger.
And have you completely closed off that chapter of intimacy with your child's father?
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's a lie. She hasn't done so.
That's a wrap for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand your concern as a mom, as you should be. You have daughters. Well, even if you have boys, you don't want to just bring anybody around your kids. So that makes sense. And your kids are young, 1 and 4. So you want a guy that already has kids.
Right.
Do you want any more kids?
If I get married.
Do you want to get married?
I do.
You want to get...
At the end of the day, it's like that. I'm sorry to say it, but that ship has long sailed. If a guy, because here's the thing. Usually guys who are building themselves up, usually guys who are on their grind, are the ones who get ridiculed, who get made fun of, who actually get belittled by these type of women. And then, once they do get their things together and they level up, these type of women come crawling back, wanting to get married, wanting to settle down. And it's like, he's not in any position to settle down with. He's not in any moral position to settle down with you.
Married. Does the guy have to be in Florida?
No.
Okay.
Travel.
You're willing to travel. What's the age range you want to date?
31 to 40.
Okay. Let's go over your requirements. So what are your requirements now?
Has to be a dad, a girl dad. Has to be, I'm 5'3", so has to be over 5'6", and I'm not racist, but he can't be white. And
what's your ethnicity?
I am Hispanic and Black.
Okay, so you want somebody Hispanic and Black, or either or?
Either or.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's really it. Oh, and has to have nice teeth. Because if not, they just keep looking at their teeth. I keep looking at your teeth because they're so nice. So I love teeth. So kind of that's it.
Well, she didn't say 6'5", so that's a good start.
Yeah, she said 5'6", which is not bad.
Okay. Any deal breakers? Now, things that you won't date?
I won't date guys that are chubby because I'm chubby.
What the hell? Okay, so, well, what? Oh, my God. So, what gives you the right to say no chubby guys and you yourself are chubby? What gives you that incentive that says, well, since I'm chubby, you can't be chubby. You got to be muscular, cut up, and built. Please make that make sense.
Here we go again. Lizzo said the same thing.
So I can't. It's the friction for me. I can't do it. We're both.
Yeah, but how are you going to require? Okay, continue.
I need a thin, tall guy. Well, tallish guy, taller than me, but thin.
Debbie, no. Okay, Debbie. Because if you were a guy, and actually I have had guys that have been up here that have been chubby, that have said, I want a thin girl. So you can require, right? You have the right to your preference. But you should be what you desire. So
that's it. You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like these women, man, they think like, oh, I like she said, Lizzo. They have the Lizzo syndrome. They're like, oh, well, I'm chubby, but I require a guy to be chiseled and ripped. It's like, what gives you that? Like, who gave you that idea that, you know, you're allowed to have it, like that? This is something that you deserve if you're not even making efforts to try to, you know, build your body up or, you know, go to the gym or do something like that.
You want a thin guy? Do you plan on losing some weight?
I am in the process of losing weight. I go to a boot camp.
Okay,
so
okay.
I feel like I'm working on myself like 100%. So like even if like he is chubby and he's working on it, we meet at the gym, I'm not gonna be like no because you're working on it. So it's not. So yeah.
Okay.
It can't be someone that's just home eating all day because I want better for me. So I don't want, you know, if you're not working on you, be with you.
Hypergamy at its finest.
Okay, so what are some other deal breakers for you?
Has to have a job or like have his business because I have a business.
I'm a voiceover artist. I earn a living in my walk-in closet, simply reading scripts for business.
And it has to be secure because I'm on social media posting videos and pictures and I do all this stuff on social media. This is my job.
Yeah, you may need it. And that's the thing too. It's like when these so-called social media influencers have relationships, that's like the problem, because when you put your relationship on social media, things become very difficult. You shouldn't do that.
He has to have a job, but she really prefers for him to have his own business because she has her own business. But on the flip side, although she's not thin, he has to be.
So you have to be okay with me posting sexy pictures and be okay with me going on live every day and have to be okay with the people that reach out to me through my business and all that.
Okay.
So if you are someone who is a brand builder, showing people how to get more income from the computer or from their phone.
Okay. So
what's the need for sexy pictures? Like why do you need to post sexy pictures? I'll tell you why she needs to post sexy pictures. So maybe when she's with the guy and that guy is like not maybe to her expectations, she's able to choose the next thing smoking.
you already said you want him to have kids. You want him to be a girl dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you gave me the age range 31 to 40. You told us your last dating situation with your child's father. So I gotta admit, if I was a guy, I would be a little concerned. A baby you just had with him, he was still the last guy you was with. But I mean, you said you're ready and open for love, so a person has to be willing to accept that with you. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Debbie?
Because I'm so loving and I'm driven and I've never needed a man to take care of me. I've always taken care of myself. So
with that being said, she'll be combative, because usually when a woman says, I don't need no man, and you know, I don't like basically I did everything on my own and stuff like that. She's going to be very rebellious, and she's not going to be very cooperative with you and what you have going on. That's what that basically means when she says that.
I would just be more of your piece, not someone that's not going to be that. I want to be your friend. I want to be able to help you build and not take away. And yeah.
Okay, real quick, they're telling me in the comments, you still live with your child's father?
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
Well,
you still live with your child's father?
Well, I don't sleep with him. He has.
I don't give girl him now. Look.
I don't know why she didn't get that at the beginning. Like that's what she said. She said she said at the beginning that he can't be jealous because I still live with my child's father. That's what she said at the beginning. You know, she said that. I don't know if she didn't hear that or not.
No, Debbie. I was trying. I totally missed that part. So you want a man to come and date you as you are living with your child's father? What man in their right mind gonna do that, Debbie?
Nobody. Who is about to walk up in there in that house with her baby daddy sitting there with his 2 babies? And whatever man is crazy enough to walk into that situation, he deserves whatever he's gonna get.
Yeah, a simp will. Desperate guy who wants companionship will. You know, that's what will happen, you know. Desperate guys will.
Walk up in there if you want to. They in Florida too.
We're not living together forever. The thing is, right now...
Therapy. Okay, therapy, you're going to have to do that. Because if you do not see how that's crazy...
You see, I said that this woman is like... Listen, man, when these women do things like this, when these women have like sex with multiple partners, when these women do things like that, they become crazy. It literally drives them crazy. The reason why it drives them crazy is because they don't know peace. You know what I mean? They don't know peace. That's just the bottom line, you know.
Think about this. You are living with your child's father. He dates other women. That's cool. But you want a decent man. Not a man that's going to treat you like shit. So why would it, let's just say a decent man, he a doctor, he a lawyer, he got his life together. Gonna want to come into, now first of all, you already have the 1-year-old, so I was trying to get past that. Then, you know, you admitted your last sexual relationship was your child's father. I was still kind of slightly getting past that. But there ain't no way in hell we're going to get past the fact that you still live with your child's father and you want to meet a new man. You're going to have to figure out separating your life from him if you don't want a life with him.
Exactly, Kendra. There's no way. Somebody's going to get hurt around here.
Finally, I can experience a humiliating loss to a 13-year-old without lagging out.
Finally, we can watch 4K videos of people who
Sign up. Equality guys not going to sign up for that. You have to get some things. Debbie got to get some things together. I'm not a therapist. Don't have no doctorate in that stuff. I think you should maybe talk to one and get some things of your life in order. But you still live with your child's father and you want a guy to date you as you're living with your child's father.
But we're not doing anything.
So
it's a damn lie. It's a damn lie.
Why can't you live by yourself?
This is my place. But the thing is, right now, he went and fell on hard times. So I bought the place. And then I was like, you can stay until you get on your feet.
Pookie. Typical. Well, that's the guys they like. You know, they like those guys. They like Pookie and Ray Ray and Terrell. That's what they like. You know, that's who they have kids with. You know, but then they say men ain't shit.
When you get on your feet, you're going to go. He has no intentions on staying here. He's maybe 3 or 4 months. It hasn't been the full 8 months. It hasn't been the full, year. So it's not like we've been living together this entire time for 2 years that we weren't together. It's just been a few months. That's why I'm like, we're cool. So of course I'm going to give him a room if he doesn't have a place to stay.
Let's get this straight. She says she is the one who purchased the place and gave him a room in the house. He fell on hard times. He's having such a hard time, yet he has time to go out and date people? Not making any sense.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, if someone's on hard times, they're not thinking about dating. They're thinking about getting themselves together, not dating.
On top of that, she's looking around like it's all normal. I guess I still gotta remember this is the person who had a baby with a stranger, somebody she only knew for a couple of months.
Okay, so let me just ask you this. Let's just do a mirror. If you met a guy that had a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, his child's mother lives with him, would you date him?
No.
Why would you not date him?
Because I would think that they're still having sex.
Exactly. So why should a man who has his stuff together, why should...
And so she doesn't think that we're going to think that that she's still not so a guy who comes into the situation, they're just living together, they're not sleeping with one another. Is that what she thinks is going to happen?
he accept that from you?
So why are you asking someone to date what you would not date?
Because I'm so honest. So I would feel like I give so much transparency in everything I...
Okay, well, let's just say you are honest. Let's just say you truly are being a child's mother who's helping out her child's father and he's staying with you in the house. How does that dynamic work if I'm a new guy? I come into the house and your baby daddy's there. Like,
Well,
how does that work?
Well, I wouldn't invite them over right away because I'm not going to invite someone where my kids stay because anything can happen. So I would date them outside, and then hopefully if I know it's going to be serious, I would then be like, hey, it's been however long, when are you leaving? Because now I'm going to be in a relationship, so it's not going to work. So I would never just be like, come to my house, he's here, like, come, that, and I have kids. Like, I'm not going to let you know where my kids live. Like, that's not going to happen right away.
So, okay, which is fair, I understand all that, but these are also things that if I'm a quality guy, I don't got time for this. Like, why am I going to deal with that? First of all, if it's a quality guy, right, has a good job, is attractive, like you say, you want to be the opposite of you, tall and thin, that's what you said. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of options.
Right.
This guy, any guy that has his stuff together, especially if he has money and things of that nature, he's going to have a lot of women to choose from. So why am I going to choose the woman that had a baby a year ago and her child's father still lives with her? Right. I just feel like, first of all, being single is not a terrible thing, right? I think sometimes people feel like I always got to be with somebody. But I think you got to figure out the dynamic with you and your child's father if you want to allow a new man into your life. I just don't understand. Like, I think a man might date you, but I'm not sure if it's the kind of man. I think you're beautiful, right? So you're always going to have guys, right? You're always going to have guys, right? I'm not worried about that. You're a beautiful woman.
The quality of the guys.
It's the quality.
I don't know about that.
Of the guy, the type of guy, that you want. And I just think, again, I ain't no therapist, but I'm just thinking I'm thinking of the men that I know, right? Sensational, money, jobs, career, plethora of options. They're not going to choose that.
Right.
So I think you're
be looking when I'm no longer living, he's no longer living here?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I do. I mean,
I even think it's just like, for me, it's always been, okay, well, we're cool. Maybe I should start looking. And then I got on the show yesterday and I was like, I want to be on there. I want to meet someone. Not really thinking of everything what you're saying. Right?
How old are you? 29?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Listen, I just feel like you gotta, like, your baby, you want a guy to come into your life, but your baby daddy is the man in your life. He's a man you trust around your kids. He lives with you. I completely miss that. So, Debbie, I love you, but call us back when you are living in separate dynamics.
Gotcha, I will.
Okay, love you, girl. Bye, baby.
Hey, Kendra was right.
All right, so before I end this video, I want to show y'all something that I want to show you something that one scholar said about what's happening right now. Okay. Okay, let me see. Gotta find it.
Up when they see a tool lights up. It's not the frontal lobe. Speak out against the deviant sexual practices that people won't speak honestly about it.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Hold on. It's hard to find since it's old. Okay, let me see. All right. I gotta find it. I don't know if I can find it though. It's an old video. Well, I don't think I can find it, but maybe I can find it for the next time around, you know. Yeah, maybe I can find it, you know. Yeah, maybe I can find it later. Maybe I can find it next time around, but he said some real stuff. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, let me see.
Pakistan is one of the most overpopulated countries in the world, and it also has some of the least access.
I know that Islam and other faiths reject homosexuality as a perversion.
Desirable that he leads the prayer, but there's no moral perspective. If there is an impulse, then what is demanded of the individual is that they suppress that. So, from the Muslim point of view, if a person does have homosexual, modern Western culture, that as long as I don't harm anybody else, it's okay. From the Muslim point of view, there is a harm when it emerges into the public space. Then that is where the Sharia says no, right? So in terms of Islamic law, what applies to them in this world is only what moves into the... And it's also considered one of the signs of the end of time that, and I'm going to talk about when we get to the end of time, with homosexuality and lesbianism become very prevalent according to the Prophet Muhammad. It is one of the signs of the end of time.
Well, I got to look for the video. But anyhow, man, Foolish signing out. John.